Hello everyone. It's been a little bit since Took and actually got to record because between real life parts and trying to get some stuff prepped for this episode or this recording, whichever way you want to look at it, to make it where it'd be fun and not as grindy. I tried to get most of the grinding out of the way in between. But I do have a lot of fun things to hopefully be able to show today. One of the first things I did, I slowly started cleaning this up. And I did upgrade this where we got the Eterno, Quanta, and Arcana up because, well, I tried prepping so we could take and get this done because if you remember in the last recording, took and went to the dungeon or vault and it took and kept glitching out. So I went back, I tried to take and complete it. It still was glitchy even without recording, so I was like, okay, well, we'll try figuring out how to get this to work later, and found a very unique way of getting this done. But also prepped with the shelves. I did not claim this, but I did make these. They're not hard to make. You just have to get the Eterna, Quanta, and Arcana, or Arcana, however you want to pronounce it, together, and then you use those, craft it up. It's pretty easy. But I wanted to take and claim this on here with everybody. And let's see. Oh, we got a Blaze Guild one this time. And it's enchanted. That's pretty nice. You can never really tell what you're going to get out of that. But I can't complain. I like getting random gear, because sometimes you can get really good ones that way. Yeah, I'm breaking 10. That, I will strip that off there. But yeah, I did organize this a little bit better than what it was. I have the enchanted gear to strip the stuff off of over here. The stripped gear over here, or unenchanted. Couple of the things I plan to do in this recording, or in this episode, is I plan on fixing the XP issue on this. I have everything ready for it, I just haven't done it because I want to show a very simple way of doing that. Oh yeah, the mod pack has updated, and yeah, I didn't really look at all the updates for it, but it shows where it has some quick keybinds and stuff, it seems like. But one of the things I did also, I put in a functional storage system. It is not completely organized and stuff, but that will be probably in between. I do have a room made for it and stuff, and I will show that shortly. Let's go from the start of everything, because I always like to show what I did. The chickens. I did complete all the chickens up to tier 8, I want to say. I've been letting them take and level up on some, especially the ones that takes forever. But all it was breeding them up. Real simple to do them. They're not fully automated yet because I did not make the farm for the seeds just yet fully automated to accommodate all of them. But I did go through some of these as void upgrades. Pretty easy to make. Obsidian, going around it. And now have an obsidian chicken, so that's not an issue. And I did put a placeholder for the 2 that I did not make yet because, well, the ones that I need to make, it's like Skystone. I may get to make that this episode, it may be later, but it's not too difficult to make. All the stuff is pretty simple. Getting meat's pretty simple. I mean, I could go through and do this, but I figure we'll have more fun with the other stuff that I had planned today. Especially with getting to show a fun way of doing that vault, because I did not expect it to work the way it did. But I did Silk Touch, a spawner, and a lot of my time has been collecting spawn eggs. And the way I've been getting spawn eggs, I have upgraded my sword a little bit for its capturing. It has the highest capturing now, along with a few other enchants where I've been stripping it off of our gear that I've found, and then leveling them up. And I've been going through trying to get a bunch of different ones. That was found on accident in the create vault, where it has these spawners for it, the trial ones. I ended up killing one, and well, it gave me a spawn egg, so I organized where all the apotheosis gems, some of the drops, because where I had previously set all the stuff where it gives more with it, all the drops became ridiculous. And put some of the spawners where I have broke a few more, and I did farm the mimic a little bit because I wasn't sure if it would actually let me put it into the spawner, because sometimes that's configured where it can't be done that with that. Thankfully it was, so we got a bunch of those to work with now. I haven't done much over here, except for I did organize some of the food out of it. Most of this will get moved once I work on the farm area. Not much has really been done here, except for I put some of the resources over here whenever I was crafting to get all the stuff prepped. But as you can tell, got a lot of shadows still. And the part with the vault, I will show how this works shortly. But I found out where I didn't go back to it until a day later, and whenever I went there, it reset all the chest, so I could constantly keep looting the chest every day. So I ended up getting a bunch of create stuff. That's how I ended up getting enough shadow steel. And to kind of show how many times this has happened, I've had to kill him. I think I've got a 5th sword here somewhere. But I was testing it, and yeah, it kept letting me redo it, and I'm like, well, if I can't finish the dungeon, that's an easy way to get that done. But this is the new storage room. I'm going to have all the stuff filtered out through here. I tried making it look a little nicer. I did automate the trees for the most part, well, semi-auto, and I'll put food up here because I'm going to gradually get all that situated. I went with an old school style because, well, another thing that I did that I kind of said that I wouldn't, but I went on the hunt to make it where it would be a little bit better. In the end, dungeon, I went ahead and looted the last room because I found one that was more complete, and I didn't loot a single thing in it. I just broke to it and left. Did not try doing anything else. So we can take and do the whole dungeon. But I have all these set up, and I took the hoppers from out of there. That way it just makes it easier, and they'll go into the cinder chest whenever they have axes in them. These all broke by now, but yeah, it'll go into this system. And what I'll end up doing later is our automations, especially after we make the next progression with, I believe we get Zycraft unlocked, which means that we'll be able to get the extractor soon. And those is just amazing for getting all types of good resources. Granted, some of these I will not need because I got chickens and whatnot for it. But things like the egg and dragon's breath, pretty simple to use. I'm probably not going to use it for everything, but I may make some of these that way. Have them in the background being made and not have to worry about them. Plus, eventually I will get the crystals from this, or the gems. I call them crystals because, I mean, they look like crystals, that's why I called it that, but they're technically gems, and I'm going to have to get Kevi. So, in order to make Kevi, first I'm going to have to take Skystone to make that, and then I will make an extractor to constantly make it. Because that's literally the only ways that you can make it, and that's one of my favorite blocks to decorate with because these look so nice. So that's one of the big goals to get to. But I'm trying to think of what else I've done in between. I did reset up the Dreadful Dart, have it where I've been farming it, and to just show how much I've been killing stuff, I've been farming a lot, trying to get stuff going. And I did get my first death. I did not get to record it because, well, it was an accidental death. I was helping the owner out at his base, and he was showing me a weapon they made, and he ended up shooting me with it, and where he's well past where I'm at, he nuked me. So, yeah. It was funny. He took it. We kind of could laugh, and he kept apologizing for it. And it happens. I was not mad over it. I was just bowing laughing at it. I mean, it was hilarious timing because we was on Discord. And yeah, it was a true accident. So sadly I didn't get to record my first death, but there is still plenty of opportunities for other deaths on here. And let's see, what else was it I wanted to show over here. This is where I got a lot of the stuff right. This is the part to go to the create vault. I'll probably show that first before doing the other. Guess I'm not going to do everything in it. I'm just going to show, hey, this is how I got the loot. But afterwards, we're going to make all the stuff, take it to the echoes, and I want to say after you get this done, it will unlock tier 3. If not, we're going to be making it to this vault. But we're going to try to complete this part, which, I mean, 20 of those, and it's really easy. I forgot to make that, but that's not hard to make. And we're done with that one. We're going to get some upgrades going. I think that's the right one. Let's see. Nope, that's the wrong one. This is the right one. I'm a little backward, but I wanted to show this because it would be hard to believe if you didn't see it yourself. So I did not go there today, but I'm going to the same one that was recorded the last time. That way it can't be said that, oh, I'm trying to find other ones and stuff. I can go on the map. There's not a lot of new areas for it because the one that what it would look like is this right here. It would look just like this. And on the map, there's nowhere else that looks like that. But this is the dungeon that I found originally. I originally walked around it, took a couple of hours, found a new type of dungeon. I have never been to that one before, so that's going to be a dungeon that we do later. Went through. This is the Ender Chicken that we're going to have to fight later. But this is a more completed dungeon. I mean, it's still missing part, but it kept everything else it was supposed to. So that way you can get to see the whole dungeon being done, except for I'm gonna fly around instead of walk, you know. Then we have the Cataclysm dungeon to do later. So was trying to get some stuff for it, and over here is the Portal Gun dungeon, which is going to be fun to do. That's going to be part of what I'm wanting to do with everybody. But yeah, I'm headed here. again. But as you see on the map, that's the only one that I have here. So I'm gonna hopefully be able to show this, because there is, with my luck, it'll take and it'll be like, nah, we're gonna give you the false part here. That way we'll make you look like you're lying on it and all this. But I promise you that, yeah, it actually did reset the whole first areas. And we're almost to it. Go lagging again. Don't do that. I mean, that's a good sign in one way. It shows that this hasn't been loaded enough. So, yeah. Right. Let's see if it actually... Hey, we got no free water for coming in here. Yeah, I forgot that it kept giving me those. So now, well, I got 2 waters. Give me more. I don't know why I keep getting those. So, let's do everything again. There's no water. Have to do this again. And this is the exact same one that I've did with Yao before. See, there's the one in glass, and you can clearly see that it don't have a chain on it like it did before. And that's how I ended up getting one of the spawn eggs, was from killing one of those. But yeah, remember these have a chain part that goes around them and all that fun stuff to do the clicking to unlock it. Yeah, that one don't have it, but yeah, it's behind glass. So memory source, I do that one, then that one. Give it a second. This will fill up. Once this fills up, we can open that, and you can see that it has fresh loot in it. Loot has not been generated yet, so we have more loot. Just go back to it every day. So yeah, I won't exaggerate. I won't even deny I exploited this for it, because, well, I mean, that's gonna be the easiest way whenever you have it glitching on you. For getting the main part, and this is actually the one that I took and I got the thing from. I mean, I can't complain now, but let's see. Alright. Yeah, I'm just going to the basic front part because I want to go over here because this opens. I just want to make it where it's pretty clear on that actually being a legit part. Because I was in shock and awe to that. It's like, this whole time been trying to rack my brain on how to do that to make progression, because this is honestly not that hard of a dungeon part. No vault breaker. And yeah, we're not going to try to complete this because it will glitch once I get farther in. I don't understand why, but I don't really need to do more with it. Okay. Random sticky piston. But you can see where I've been to them before, and yeah, we're gonna fly up. Oh, come on. Yeah, with this has so many moving parts. That's why it does that. I honestly believe that to it. It's just so much going on in here. But this is how I got all the parts for it. I mean, getting anywhere from 3 to 5 of them per thing. It doesn't take long to get the 20 needed. Let's see. I think there's another chest up here. Yeah, we'll make this our last chest for now. That way we can actually get on with more progressions. But at least it's so that it wasn't cheated in, and it wasn't like with help. It was game things of goofing up. Almost had it. Let's get that last chest. Yeah. I know I don't need all this stuff, but that's everything from here again, and I almost got the 20 needed just in this run. I've got 15 of them, so I could probably go into the, well, I could probably get the chest that's right over behind the thing. Oh, come on. Let's see, we have 5 in it. Nope, but this is usually where I stop at, and I just do this multiple times. But let's see. Let's go home. And I'll empty it out later. It's fine. let's go ahead and get everything prepped to do the stuff that's needed. Because this is pretty easy. And we can get some progression going, because right now, really gated by progression because of just these simple parts. And okay. Let's make it where it's a lot easier. The insta breaks. And now we just need a andesite casing with some iron nuggets. That's gonna be really simple. Andesite casing? I almost had it fully ready. And some nuggets. Pretty simple stuff here. And we're done. Oh yeah, to put stuff away, you just right click on that. So we have this done. Let's see, can we go back up? Wow. Okay, what's so good about that? That's just hilarious. We'll put that right here. Let's go spawn. That way we can get the stuff upgraded. Because let's see, who do we go to first? I would assume this is the chemist. Complete. That means everything in here should be unlocked. And we can go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and get this upgraded. Oh, we get to actually watch it. Well, kinda watch it. It's going to fill in the bag, or in the world engine. And just to let everybody know, this is aesthetics for 90% of the stuff. On these upgrades. And, oh yeah, I set up the Tesseract to power this. That way it just makes it easier. So that means foundation should be completely done. Oh, I need to make an explorer's compass. So compass, amethyst dust, and you know what? We can make that real quick. That way, this is just completely done. So let's go home. So compass, ferrocore, and amethyst dust. I I think all that should be got up here. I'm pretty sure I had some vertical. Let's see, how much do I need? For those with that. And amethyst. I think I picked up some amethyst. And I should be able to put that in the crusher. I think that's how you get. How do we get amethyst dust? So I take a hammer to it. Okay. I mean, it could have been worse. Pretty sure I got planks still down here somewhere. I can convert them back into what they're supposed to be. I'm supposed to be able to. Well then, evidently not. I may have to use a different type of fork for that. Well, with that being the case, I'll just go back up there and get it. I honestly thought that I had the boards down there, but nope. I mean, it's not like it's something hard to grab. And I should still have a hammer made over here. Make sure I get the right hammer for this. Is that any type of main hammer? Okay. That'd be here. Actually, we'll just put that over here. And now all I gotta do is put that into the thingy and we're done with it. Pretty sure it was only 2. Yep. So what we're going to do next is we're actually going to go to spawn. That way we can finish off the part for this one. So the enchanter. Complete stage. That, and then we'll go ahead and submit these. That way we can get all the stuff there at once to make it just that much easier. And ta-da! 100% complete now. Oh, got draconium dust. Nice. And we unlocked the third one. yeah, today's mainly going to be about getting some progressions done. Because we kind of need that done. Oh joy. Oh, we do get the part for that. Nice. A lot of the stuff got complete from achievements. So, just gotta find everybody. And then we can start getting all this stuff going. Oh, let's go find them. Shouldn't be too hard, I would assume. Trying to remember where everybody's found. I usually don't come to the top to find them as much, because once you find them, it's just, let's go to them. So, who we need first? Final, Catalyst. Like, okay, well, they should be right here, because Catalyst is here. Let's see, what do you have? Upgrades. Okay. So that's one done. So final and a light bender. Yes, I will keep referring on the things because I usually do the recordings early in the morning, so I try making it where it's a little bit funner and funnier on some parts when can. That's why I wait until real late, because it's more prone for me goofing up or to say something funny or do something funny. Let's see. That'd be about the only thing I'd actually want from here, or the Blaze Gold. I don't know about Blaze Gold. Blaze Gold one's kind of meh. You gotta fill it with lava. Oh yeah, I did make a common pearl with my brother. And it just literally spawns zombies and spiders. And then it gives you a crap ton of passive mobs to spawn. And whenever I say a crap ton, it spawns in like, I wanna say 10 of each passive one for the most part. It's like you get 10 cows, 10 sheep, 10 chickens, 10 rabbits. It's just your food ones. Oh, well, I could get night fishing goggles. Not really a whole lot to buy, but we now have all the main parts open. So, need to make Ender Cell Nitro. It's not hard, just time consuming. basically, I'm gonna have to fight the wither soon. Which, technically, depending on timing, might actually be able to kill a couple, or at least one. But just trying to take and show the simpler parts. Vault for that. That one I'm gonna take and I'm gonna glitch through just to fight the guy. It's so much easier. Yeah, the dance for it, instead of taking doing the dance for it, because I never could get it to work right, you could just eat coarse fruit and go face through the floor and be in the dungeon for it. Okay. Not too bad. Yeah, the chicken. That's gonna be fun. It's not hard, just annoying. But now we can make more progressions throughout the part. And let's see. I'm gonna try to keep this in a relatively short recording, hopefully, but I know it's gonna be pushing close to 2 hours whenever I'm done with it. I try to make them shorter, but I honestly can't make short recordings. Not ashamed to admit that, but it does take a little bit longer for me to upload. And at the time of this recording, I have not uploaded the other one just yet, the one before this, because I just haven't had the chance to and be able to get other stuff done. So I do try to make a few recordings before I upload. But I also do that because I think I mentioned in the last video that I'm having real life stuff go on, and hopefully there will be good news in the future. If everything goes well, I will announce it. If not, well, we will just wait until the good news does happen, and then I can announce it from that. But there should be hopefully some good news that I can give everybody soon with it. But we're going to take and try to link. If nothing else, we're going to go to this one, and I'm going to try to show how to do it. If this all works out. And I went right past the door to it. There we go. But with real life stuff going on, I'm very limited on the times that I can record and the amount of time it takes for an upload. I have to pick timings that it doesn't inconvenience others, because I do use same internet as her family and stuff, and it's not the best internet on upload and download speeds, and whenever I upload anything, I literally kill the internet for anybody else being able to use it, and I try to be respectful with that, because these videos take, so there's been days that it's took 8 hours just to upload one. So that's why I try to get as many recordings in as I can when I can. If not the dungeon. Oh, yeah. I forgot this has an elevator in the center. And here's how we start to move. Have you ever played the game Portal? You're gonna love this. Because ta-da, it's Portal. This one's honestly very easy. It shouldn't be a difficult part for any of this. That's why I'm kind of rushing through. But yeah, you can pick these up with that. So if you can go quick enough with it. But the whole objective here is to go through, find the little hole, and not walk back through the portal. Yeah, it's a lot of back and forth with it, but I'm gonna try to get this done in one go because it should be a lot simpler. Ain't that neat how I just went right back to the same part that I was just in? So let's see. Here's that one. So let's see. Let's see. So, it's clear I need to get in there. I'm trying to remember how to get in there. Up here. Usually it tells you how to do it. Okay, so from the start, because it's clear I need to get that thing there in the first place. see if I can get to that one. Okay, it's clear I can get to this. Pretty sure there's a button here or something I'm supposed to click. Yeah, you're not supposed to really be able to fly in this, but there we go. Neat little trick there. But I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to get into that. Okay. So if I'm doing this probably the way it's meant to, well, it's right here. Right here. And that's how you're supposed to get it. And I'm supposed to hit that one there. Of course, that's how it works. We're gonna go back there the easier way. Yeah, no, I kinda cheated that a little bit, but if you didn't want me to use the parts, you should not have gave me the options to be able to do that. Just saying. Right, we're just gonna do that way. Maybe. Okay. Oh, it's down there. Okay. Okay. Oh yeah, this has that weird part on it. It's not really too difficult of a thing until it comes back up. That was kind of funny. Okay, pretty sure it's supposed to be dead center. Yeah, it's a dead center one. Oh, that's supposed to be where it goes. Let's see. There's here. Okay. Yeah, there's a button. The funny thing is, pretty sure it's down there. Yeah, this is a pretty easy dungeon, or vault, whatever you want to call it. I think the funniest part here is this is just the start of it. I still got, well, I think this might be the start of it. There may be a little bit more. I'm trying to remember if it is or not. Let's see. Trying to remember how to get. Oh, it is. And now I should be able to go all the way up. Okay. Yeah, this is the main part. Pretty easy quest line. And like I said before, I have done most of these. It may take me a minute to remember all of them, but I have done them. I'm just a little rusty with some parts too. That's why I'm trying to speedrun it. Okay. This is where it's probably the easiest. Okay, there's that one. There's one over here. Oh yeah, I need to turn my magnet off. That way I can put this in. Because there's 4 altogether. So you just throw that in there. And you hit the button. And then red. It's done. Next one. See, I'm trying to remember how to get up to it. And that's right over here somewhere. Yeah, we'll try finishing up with the ones that we're at. Because most of these is parkour stuff. Because I need to get in from there to that one, and then there's one that's over to the side. Actually, there's one up there too. That's the one I need to get the drop from there. Let's see. Yeah, I'm kind of bypassing to some of them. Almost can make it. Oh, let's see. Should be a button over here somewhere. All of them has a button that you press to get it to open. It's just a matter of remembering exactly where each one is. I know I'm missing one somewhere over here. Actually, I think that might be where that one's at. Wow, that was kind of bad that did that. But yeah, there's one that's over here, and then there's one at the top part as well. But it has trapdoors for each one. That might be why I'm not seeing it. I'm looking for where it says trapdoor. And I could be using the portal gun for parts of it. It could be where I'm just getting really tired as well, and I'm overlooking it. But I do know that there's buttons for each one of these. I may take and actually continue this one on later. Not sure yet, because I want to get this done, but at the same time I am starting to fight sleep. That bro, I know where it's at now. If it would quit doing that to me. I'm goofing up because of where I am getting tired. I probably shouldn't be trying to cheat this either, but it does make it a lot easier to... There we go. We're almost done here. And how to find where it dropped. Pretty sure it dropped another one. Right there. Then one more. At least I'm finally going to get to do one of these vaults on camera. And now the last one. Honestly, the last one's probably the easiest one once I get to it. Let's see. Trying to see what angle I need to get in there. Close enough. That's final one. All I gotta do is jump down here and find it. And done. And the chromium stone. The whole objective of that. So we go back to this. We got that. Let's see. Gold hammer. Hey, it's gonna come in handy. I know how to make that now. So, chromium glass. Alright. Reinforced glass. Let's go ahead and put some of this up real quick. I will not be using that portal gun. It's just not one that I like to use. And we're going to try to finish off that part. So I need to make 36 of you. So, honestly, it's just the glass side. It's pretty easy. This is why I wanted to get chickens done. So I just gotta find where my aluminum chicken is. Let's see, it's 10 over aluminum. Go ahead and do that. And need some glass. Again, I did say that I was getting tired. Iron is the magic one that I need. Pretty easy still. Yeah, it's close to 5:30 in the morning for me, so yeah. Should be able to get this done pretty quickly. Because I don't think it needs much else. And, oh, I forgot the obsidian. How much do I need for that? 36. Oh, we got full 64. Let's go home. Let's see. Got that. Let's see what we get. The villager hat. Okay. So we'll put there. I'll put the other stuff where it's supposed to be later. We'll put these over here. And I don't care about that loot B right now, because we're finishing up another chapter. What's the echo that I'm supposed to take us to? Wayfinders. Now let's go ahead and submit. Finish that off. That way everything is done. I know that I'm not showing how I'm doing everything, but most of the stuff on here, it's pretty easy and self-explanatory. I try to do all the tedious stuff, but whenever it comes to making like huge progressive parts, and I will record those. But for as excuse me, far as taking doing like major parts, yeah, that will be recorded. The others, that's just grinding. Like, yeah, that's not too bad to make. Honestly, all I'd have to do is blaze and kill a wither, which is part of the process here. Now, I was looking at how to make these. That's kind of a unique one because yeah, it's basically just killing the wither a few times, or I'm going to try to do one more semi-major part for progression, because I want to see if out of just luck if can find a chicken. Now, this may happen, it may not, I do not know. It's 100% RNG. Would it be nice if it did? Yes, because I would be able to show a really fun way of making progression. But will it happen? I have no idea. But we're about to find out. Because, like I said, I did take and go through. No, I am not going to fight everything. Or anything to be, for that matter. Because this is where I tunneled to go to the next one. I'm going to avoid fighting anything at all costs right now, because I don't feel like going through that part at roughly 5:30 in the morning. So, yeah. But I will try to break a couple of spawners, and we're gonna see if just by sheer dumb luck can get one of the good chickens. And this is the funny part, I broke in the same spot that I did on the other one, for the most part. Oh. Oh, fractured soul. We got shattered singularity. Yeah, I'm not gonna complain. Yeah, we're just gonna do like how I did the other one. Just break through. Well, this one don't have as many chests as the other one did. At least on this side. So we're just gonna do it this way, because honestly, If you're wanting to loot these dungeons, this is probably the easiest way. This headache, all that fun stuff. So it looks like all of the actual loot's on the other side. Here. I would love to be able to loot one of these fully. We don't really need the stasis. Take the other side. And we're just gonna put all of it in that. I'll go through the loot layers and organize it. I thought this was gonna have more. Just let's go around and get. There's one. Well, if I could ever get that to actually go through the way I'm wanting and not mess up on it, I'll have a higher chance of getting the chicken. Oh. Okay, well, let's see what type of. But I can just gear unique. Rest of it, not really too concerned with. We got chickens to make most of that. Close to a flawless co-processing. I haven't even felt igneous in the guy's drop already. That's funny. I thought that there would be a bit more there. Okay. That could have ended badly. Last minute glitch with that one. So far it's not looking too good on me getting it, but there's still a couple of chances here. Eventually, yeah, we got a combat relic. Yeah, Stormbringer. Cool. Let's see. Let's organize that a little bit better. We're gonna get rid of these spawners because I don't need all those. It's not that they couldn't come in handy, but if I can get the spawn eggs, I already have the spawner. Let's see. Yeah, crap. Did not mean to take a look at you, buddy. Oh good god. That's a lot of little things to knock. It should get me something good out of that. Holy crap. Well, I mean, that wasn't the worst. Definitely could have been better, but wasn't the worst. Let's see, can I look up and there be a on this side? Doesn't look like it spawned the rest of it over here. It's funny because I almost looted this whole thing that quick. But at least y'all can see why I was saying it was pretty easy. The only thing I'm not doing is fighting any of the bosses, because I could have spawned a boss on the other side. Oh, there's not the right chicken, but was a chicken. Did get a chicken. Feel like Ed off of Ed, Ed and Eddie with his chickens. But we only have just a couple more little areas here. Honestly, I'm not going to keep everything that I get. Can we lock up and get one of the others? There's nothing down that way. There's a couple that's in there, but not really anything to be a count. So I'm gonna try going for the main ones. This is almost like somebody's been here because that has the golem guy already there. Nope. Don't like that at all. So let's go home and we'll come back here later. Because one, I'm not up for fighting anything right yet. Just because of how tired I am. But there's a chance of getting port. Plus I've still got to put all this up and everything. So in the next one, we'll try getting the rest of that dungeon. Maybe, I really want to try seeing if I can't find the thing. At the same time, it is getting really late. Let's do a dirty drop off on most of this. Pretty sure I got a barrel here I can use. Why did I just do it that way? And we'll just put all gear in this. Because I really want to take hopefully get to show getting a chicken out of one. So we're gonna try to get it. I want to go one more time over there, and I'm gonna make this is the deal with it. If I do find it, that's good. If not, I will probably finish taking looting the stuff in there. I won't be fighting the bosses, but you kinda got to see everything I did prior. So what I'm gonna do here is that, and we're gonna clear it. And I'm going to try to get to the other room. We're going to make a portal there first before I actually loot this time. Good thing is, this shouldn't take long to finish and to do. This will be a lot longer episode than I was planning, but at least getting to see the progression part. I'm gonna try to make this over here, and we're gonna we'll put it right here. And right there. Oh, I wanted it. There. you did get to see me get at least one chicken, but I'm hoping that's cleared out enough that I can go through there. At least I got. No, he's not going from there, but oh good god. Y'all came through infested quickly. They don't want me to take and go through this too easy, do they? Well, we got a flex plug. There's no chest in there, and there is in here, but gotta break these guys out first before we can do anything there. Because I don't feel like fighting those. Well, eventually something will drop through. I can do this quick enough. Aha, XP chicken. But that's not what I want. I refuse to stay around that. That's the big one I don't want to be around. I don't want to fight you. I really don't want to fight you. I'm not having any luck this time in here. Right there. I didn't get to get rid of that beforehand, but might be able to get a couple of these. Having all the luck with the hardest ones. Just come back here later. Alright. But you got to see kind of how that was. Kind of wish that I could have got a little bit better luck with the types of chickens, but I mean, it's random. But if I get one, that'll be how I get it. I'm not going to kill the wither or anything just yet. I am going to try to find a chicken through the spawn egg. And for the final part one here, I mentioned of doing this the last episode. I'm going to take you on a quick tour of the owner's base. Now his base, he does for progression from understanding. He's not for aesthetics and stuff. He's learning how to do stuff differently, and his base is a little bit everywhere. But here is his base. He's a bit farther along than I am, because he's almost done with the pack for the most part. But the way he done it was, let's work toward getting each one of the tasks. He focused on getting this done as easy as possible and as quick as possible. So, again, it's not about the aesthetics. He is way farther along than I am. I think he's almost done with the pack, honestly. I think he only has a little bit left. But I'm wanting to show how to do everything a little differently. That is one of the things I'm going to be working toward. So, replication. This is one of my favorite mods. And this is what I'm wanting to work toward doing. And he already knows that I've done this. I've went through and followed his tunnel system just like he has mine. And I've went to some of his areas. Now, he hasn't went to these dungeons on most of them. Now, some of them he has, some of them he hasn't, from understanding. But the ones that he has, where we have the looter chest and mod, well, I can look into the same chest and get loot out of it. So I have done that here. on the ones that he has open. Now, that doesn't mean that I've done every one of the things that you've seen there. I've only done it, honestly, to 2 areas. And let me pick up from my loot because I don't like leaving crap in other people's bases. And that one did spawn on me. It has spawned here. So this was the stuff that mine would have dropped. I don't like taking something that I didn't get or loot myself. But yeah, he's already killed the Leviathan. That's something I'm hoping to get. That's Igneous with her Snow Queen, and he's went pretty far into it. But this is pretty much his whole base. He went with Refined Storage. Do not get me wrong, Refined Storage is a good mod and a good storage system. It can be argued between that and Applied Energistics on which one's better. Personally, I like, ever since I've learned how to use Applied Energistics, I've converted to it. But to simplify the two, if you want something that's easy to set up but difficult to automate stuff, and when I say difficult to automate stuff, I'm talking about like how justifiers and stuff like that, because as you can see, this takes multiple parts to do. It's more difficult. Now, can it be done? Yes. Can it be done wireless? Yes. But it takes more blocks and it's a little bulkier. But you can do it. Applied Energistics, I can take one block, put it on it, and it's done. Because it can both input and output from it. So, depending on how you're looking at it, both is good in their own individual rights. But at the same time, both of them is a challenge to ours. Because what is easy for one can be difficult to another. I was saying if you took an email bomb flow since I've seen this, because I didn't see that before. But I am going to be setting up Applied Energistics whenever I get to that point. But in between episodes of this one and the next recording, I'm going to try to set up simple parts here, which that I actually got this from random part. I want to say it was like one of the random simple rewards. It gave me some. So I have I just gotta get the reward, which I can honestly get that pretty easy, because that's found, go to the right thing here, it's over here, that's found in this, so not too bad. But what I'm going to do, I may start some of these simple ones, and this is what I was talking about, the simple pebble one instead of the chest. But I may go ahead and set up the part for power, like get it going. Depending on if I get the chicken or not, I may get this made, I may not. I can go up to Blaze, that's not hard, because Blaze Lamp blaze rod. I've got a blaze spawner, so pretty easy. But I may go ahead and get the stuff prepped for it. But if I can get the chicken, I will go ahead and start making. So that's the only caveats to that. And then that will not be done yet. I will work on gear next. And let's see, what's this one for? Vote for. Oh, we'll go ahead and light enter. Oh. Pretty sure. Yeah, I gotta find the maze. So I may go ahead and dig that out. But the main things that I'm going to work toward getting. I may go ahead and I can set that up too. Honestly, it's not as hard as we think. I can set that up right now with it. That way it's done and over. I just gotta find the cable for it. That will work. We'll take both or all those. That way I can show you how to do this part real quick, and then we'll end it on a positive note. So, want to know how to set this up? Pretty simple. Wrong direction. Maybe. Is that actually heating? Oh, that heats still, so. Pretty simple. Put that on it. That's gonna have to go on the side of it. So, let's see. Put some right there. There you go. Pretty simple part, has that. And what we're needing here, what was it needing for the thing? That's not what I needed. These was needing heat, which one was it? Well, to make it where it's easy to do, just put it up to the thing. So I'm just gonna put it to a heart. Hit OK. Alright, FE goes into it. This will gradually raise up, pulls out of there, and that's how you put heat into it. I forgot which ones. Oh, is it? It was for the chicken, I bet. Yeah, so I need to get that to a heart at 50 degrees Celsius. So, yeah, I may work on making this chicken, because to be straightforward, honest with this, the other rock, I've got it already for the sky steel. It's not hard to make, but I do need to get skystone. Now, there is an easy place to find skystone. Let me go back to my base. And I'm going to show how easy it is to get real quick. I just wanted to wait until I could get to that point. This ring has skystone. So all I gotta do is literally dig to one of these. And it has quite a bit in it. I can get, I think, 4 stacks out of it. So I'll probably go to one of those. Let's see, how quick can I get to that? Yeah, this is way longer one than I expected of a recording. But let's see. I'm also going to see what the height is on it. Because I don't know if I need to go up or down to it. Okay, this down here is at 68. And that's at 130. So I go down here, go underneath it. I'll just go ahead and grab some real quick. That way you can see what it looks like. And then I'll finish making the chicken later. Because that fire, it's found everywhere in the Ors dungeon that I showed. The squared off one that had the big structure in the center. It's literally found everywhere in there. Oh yeah, this is where I originally I moved up 1 block. That's how I got the mushrooms. And as you can tell, never looted the rest of it because I haven't went to the rest. But I have the area honestly done, so I should be able to take and dig just straight. Oh, we actually able to do that? Well, that makes this easier. Pretty sure that's it there. Yep, here we are. Guy's down. Teleporter. So, with that being said, we're going to go with shapeless. Skystone. Skystone chicken. I got everything I need for this. That is literally how easy that is to get. I'm gonna grab that too, because it ain't gonna hurt to have an extra one. Oh, let's see, what's that used for? Okay, that doesn't stairs cube or anything. Is it a actual utility? It is not, so there's no reason for me to keep that. But there we go. I didn't even have to go anywhere real far. So yeah, by the next episode, this chicken will be done. This chicken will be done because skystone, stone, other rock. Pretty simple. And then all I have to do is make these. Not too hard to make this. If I can luck up and get the nether star chicken. But that's the only thing I'll be lacking is the nether star chicken on getting that done. I am glad that I'm getting laser IO. Reminds me, can I make laser IO? if I can make this, this will be my project. Technically, I can't make that. Okay, let's see. Nope, I cannot make it yet. Close. Can't make that either, sadly. They made it where I can't make it. Nope. As soon as I can get to that one part, then stuff will be going in a lot better direction. But with that being said, I am fighting sleep, that's why I'm rambling. Hopefully y'all had fun, and finally got to do one of the dungeon vault combos. Actually did a dungeon and a vault, so technically both those times was right. Hoping that everybody has a good day, night, whichever it may be whenever you're watching this. And in between episodes, I'm going to do just minor stuff this time. I'm probably going to fix farm, organize stuff, and you'll probably see me in different gear because I will go back and loot every one of those pieces of gear to see if they're better than what I have currently on, and then I will start upgrading. And I did forget one more thing. I did state this at the beginning, and if it wasn't for the third person view, I would have forgot to do this. Fluid tank. Make a fluid tank real quick. Very simple, easy. I'm going to show how it works, and then I'll set it up here in a minute. Or later today. I say a minute, but it'll be later today that I do it. We're just gonna do that because it, yeah. Glass chicken should be over here, I think. Somewhere there's a glass chicken. There it is. And pretty sure I'm making the right one. It's fluid tank. I did this right. Okay. Yeah, this is the right one. You put XP in. Goes into the part. Comes up. No. I'll make this very, very easy. Right there. Underneath. Push. Pretty sure that works that way. I'm double checking. I'm gonna grab a couple of things. XP real quick. But you can kind of see where this is going. I'm gonna put an XP chicken above it, and it'll go into it, pull, and instantly just fill it up. So if I put those in it, those in here. Yep. Then what I'll do, I'll have a port goes to the side to push out that part. Or I'll get something for it. I'll make a puller that pulls just those out, but should be able to take and just do this and put that there, and ta-da! And all it does now is need a chicken roost on top. Cycles. Pretty simple. I'll get tinkered through later. Because honestly I don't know if I have all the stuff for it out. But it is funny that I pulled a XP chicken earlier. I don't have another one of those yet. So I'm gonna have to make another roost, I believe. Because I don't think I have another. I mean, it's fine, but y'all can see how this works. And all I have to do is put chicken, give it seeds, done. And that will infinitively give XP for that. Pretty simple. Honestly, I can do a little bit better part. I could make it where the part goes into a thing similar to this and just pull into it. I could move this whole setup down there as well and it just auto does it for me, but yeah, it would still go out after a while. Yeah, it does by stacks, so we'll go ahead. That way I can show how that is. Bring that in, watching this. XP for days. Chickens can infinitively do that. I'll put a void upgrade, chicken, done. That's how you get that part going. I don't have everything set up for it. I should have prepped that a little bit better. But this time, hopefully y'all have a fun time. Learned some tricks. Had fun learning about exploit. And have a great day, night, and take it easy, everyone.